I don't hate Harry Potter, and I think my sister just adores it and loves it, and I think it's really fun because now she's like buying the Harry Potter Legos, and you guys have been, you and Sean have been around my sister a little bit to know like that's not like her normally.
That's
and as she's getting older, she's really enjoying. She said she loves building the Legos just to de-stress and stuff, but she likes Harry Potter stuff. So my kids have been reading the books. They've been enjoying the movies. They want to wear the clothes. They want to have the fake wands. They want the robes. So it's definitely a good thing to say that generations and continuing, Star Wars, because they care about Harry Potter like I cared about Star Wars.
Exactly.
So,
I'm excited to talk about this subject because we've never talked about this on the show. We've been on here for a year, and it's kind of a big deal. So, in any case, Harry Potter live action TV series is in development at HBO Max. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter, not a chumpy source, that executives at the WarnerMedia-backed streamer have engaged in multiple conversations with potential writers exploring various ideas that would bring the beloved property to television. Sources say broad ideas that have been discussed as part of the early stage exploratory meetings. While it's news that executives at HBO Max and Warners are engaged in meetings to find a writer and pitch for a Harry Potter TV series, no writers or talent are currently attached, as the conversations are still in the extremely early stages and no deals have been made. News that talks are underway for a Harry Potter TV series should come as no surprise given the value of the franchise to Warner Brothers. Rowling's 7-book series was adapted as 8 feature films that grossed more than $7 billion worldwide. Warner's also has the Fantastic Beasts prequel series of films with a third movie to bow next year and 2 more likely to come afterward. So, first off, how many people are Harry Potter fans on here? We've never talked about this. Anyone? Have you guys seen the movies?
My children.
I've seen the movies.
That's the thing is, even if we're not super big fans, Harry Potter's huge, folks. Harry Potter for a lot of people is like Star Wars was for us.
Well, sure.
Very formative, a big deal. They were very excited to see the conclusion of the series, and they are excited. They will be excited about a television series.
Well, I remember before Harry Potter got big, and you went to school with this girl too. She goes by Emma Graham now. You remember Emma? I worked with her, and I remember I was reading a book, I think at work, because the bosses were gone, and she said, "Oh, if you like, kind of fun books, you should try this thing called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer." I think it was the Sorcerer's Stone or whatever the original title was.
I think that's the first one.
And she goes, "It's like
correct us if we're wrong."
She said like it's in the young adults. She goes, "So don't let that scare you." She's like, "I really think this is going to be a big deal one day." And I thought,
oh wow, so she was ahead of the game on that thing.
She said they're really fun and it's a big deal. And I remember going to Hastings at the time and getting a new book and stuff, and I kind of just passed on it. It was like, it's not for me or whatever else. And of course, I never read the books, and here we are many years later. There was even a trading card game at the time. I remember playing that with our college buddy James. That was made by the same people who make Magic the Gathering. I don't hate Harry Potter, and I think my sister just adores it and loves it, and I think it's really fun because now she's like buying the Harry Potter Legos, and you guys you and Sean have been around my sister a little bit to know like that's not like her normally. And as she's getting older, she's really enjoying. She said she loves building the Legos just to de-stress and stuff, but she likes Harry Potter stuff. So my kids have been reading the books. They've been enjoying the movies. They want to wear the clothes. They want to have the fake wands. They want the robes. So it's definitely a good thing to say that generations and continuing, Star Wars, because they care about Harry Potter like I cared about Star Wars.
Exactly.
So, as for a live action TV series, why not? Now, what they're going to really do, I don't know. I mean, like maybe, Harry's teaching a class and it's a comedy, like, Saved by the Bell. I have no idea. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they do this. And it also at the same time wouldn't shock me if they don't do this. So We'll see in time. My kids would watch it 1,000,000 times, though. That's for dang sure.
I mean, come on, man. This is it's surprising that we don't have more Harry Potter stuff.
I mean, it would be printing money. It's stupid not to do it.
Yeah.
Come on. Even if it was bad, people would watch it and love it.
Exactly.
It could be an animated show about different things that happened at the school while they were out getting in trouble. I mean, like,
he said specifically it's a live action show, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's see. Ronnie has he calls him Harry Pooter. It's not even close to the Lord of the Rings.
Well, that's because Ronnie's old and he read Lord of the Rings when they hit the newsstand back in the day.
You know how Star Wars was a big deal for us, and Harry Potter was a big deal for millennials. I guess if you're a little older,
Lord of the Rings. Ronnie likes poetry and songs about trees and halflings. So
Dree loves Harry Potter. He chimes in again. Jennifer says, "I'll watch it. Love Harry Potter."
Oh man, if we don't have a show to watch together, that means I'll get stuck watching it too. So
it's probably going to be 52 minutes long.
Oh, then that's not good for me.
I feel it coming.
Yeah.
Harry Potter is a wholesome fantasy world that a generation loved. And
would people still be interested in Harry Potter stuff, like that world, without those main characters in it?
Well, I mean, the test for that, let me get through this deal. Okay. Jerry says you're wrong, Ronnie, and Ronnie says that stings. The test for that is the Fantastic Beasts, which is doing pretty good money.
That's true.
So, the question that I think that I have, I'll go to Walt next. The question that I have is there any possibility that we're going to get like some of the original players to come back for a live series?
Who knows? I mean, if anything, there'll probably be cameos. Right. I mean, and as far as, are they going to try and retell the story of Harry Potter, or are they just going to or is this just going to be the Harry Potter universe?
I doubt if they'll step on that.
Yeah. So I think it's
not like those need to be improved.
Yeah. This is Warner Brothers' shot at doing a Star Wars universe.
Yes.
This is their number one property at doing a Star Wars universe. They don't necessarily need to do any of the characters proper. There might be some in the background, which would be great if anybody's willing to do it. Yeah, but to try and redo what's already been done would be a horrible idea.
Yeah, I don't think
expanding upon it is the way to go. And that's the only way I see is expanding upon the universe of Harry Potter. What's that? Is it in the Fantastic Beasts where they explore the North America?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so
I guess it's set there.
I mean, you can do an anthology series. You can do a regular serial. I mean, let's have somebody that's going around the world seeing all these other magical areas. Right. Because every place has them, according to the story or the Harry Potter universe. So why not? I mean, and if it's good, I'll watch it. I mean, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I enjoyed the movies. They're not a part of my collection, but those movies were actually good. It almost had me wanting to read the books. But if it's good, I'll watch it. So, yeah.
Jennifer says she'll power watch it alone or with the girls. Steve says Harry Potter could take it or leave it. Probably leave it. And Ronnie concurs. What do you think, Sean?
I'm not a huge. I don't want to say that I'm like a fan of Harry Potter or anything. I enjoyed the movies. That's all I've taken in. I've not read the books. I have not seen the Fantastic Beasts. It's just not. It didn't speak to me. I enjoyed it. It was fun, especially fun watching the kids grow throughout all the films. I thought that was really cool. It was good to see that they had all those kids together throughout the whole show. I don't know.
Is someone playing video or something in the background?
Yeah, who's playing videos in the back?
Nobody's playing videos in the back.
So, are you excited about this? You think this is a good move?
It's. I don't know if I would say it's a good move or a bad move. It seems like the natural move. Everything's going to streaming, so why wouldn't they try to utilize a huge property that they could put that kind of money and that kind of story in. Everything that I've read so far has been this is going to be a continuation of the original story. I've read rumors that the original cast will, as I believe Walt said, there'll be like little cameos here and there. I'm willing to bet that it'll involve Harry Potter's kid, Hermione's kid, and their education in the school.
That's true.
And just kind of the adventures they get into, and I'm curious to see what the big baddie is going to be.
Definitely,
it's obviously not going to be He Who Shall Not Be Named. So who's it going to be? What's where are they going to take it? I'm curious for stuff like that. I'm really interested to see what they plan to do with the property moving forward.
I think it's interesting. The one good thing about, Harry Potter, even though it doesn't interest me, is like how many people go read those books. And I mean, like, when we grew up on Star Wars, you find out there's books, a few people go read it. And it could just be my observation being close to, like, my girlfriend's read the books, my kids, my sister, and stuff like that. So maybe I have more exposure to people that do, but just take those people away and just look outside of the realm of those people. It feels like they have a lot of fans who, oh, I like this. Oh, I need to go get some more. So more than maybe anybody else, going to read the books or whatever. So like I said, there's money to be made off these people. If you want to look at it just purely as a financial thing, that they're hungry for more right now. So you do it while it's still hot. I mean, like, you're still striking 20 something years later. So
yeah, I think if you look at the franchises that are out there, you have Star Wars, right? Marvel, Harry Potter.
Yeah, agreed.
Harry Potter is probably number 3. Why we don't have Harry Potter television series already? It's waiting. Yeah. All the people are waiting for it. It's the most obvious thing ever, and it's one of the universes or worlds or whatever that easily adapts into whatever it is that you want to do. You have, Fantastic Beasts is set, like I don't know however many years ago, 60, 70 years ago, something like that.
It's set in like in the 20s, I think. I do believe.
Well, that's 100 years ago.
Yeah.
So, that's set 100 years ago. So you have all of the time in between. You could set it in the 70s or 80s, which, right now the 80s are pretty hot. You could set it in the 80s and maybe people get a kick out of that. You could set it in the future after the movies and stuff. I think that, who played Hermione? Help me out.
I don't remember her name. Now that you asked me.
Sorry. Yeah. Someone help me out. She's the only one that it seems like to me is really doing anything like really substantial right now.
Yeah, I don't know why Ron wouldn't be a teacher. Do it, at the
university. Come on, man. Yeah. All of these people, with the exception of her, they're available. Okay. They could easily do a television series with those original actors if they wanted to spend a little extra money.
Thanks,
and make
Steve.
sure that Emma Watson, there it is. Emma Watson's doing all right, but she even may be ready to come back, even if it's not for a regular gig. I think that I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that we're going to see those characters. They did a play with Harry Potter that was like in his 40s or something, and he had kids and the whole thing. I don't know anything more than that about it, but they've established the world with which, the story goes on, and maybe they pick up there. Unlike, say, Lord of the Rings, the person who created it is still there and exceptionally rich and is perfectly capable of helping craft this world further. So, if she wants to pick up the mantle and go after the series of books and the original series of movies, then this is their opportunity. And because these television series are so lavishly produced now, it's entirely possible that you could have a series that looks just as good as the movies and be, 10-hour movies essentially,
or more,
which is, wonderful. Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Or 8 30-minute shows. That would be great.
For Scott, 30-minute episodes
at the most.
So
just the first one.
So you're enjoying the WandaVision.
We'll talk later, Walt.
Gary says COVID may change stars' thoughts about being in the television series. Yeah, I mean, everything is moving to streaming.
Yeah,
get in on that. Get your payday. Steve says, I think we need Harry Potter versus Godzilla versus Kong versus Wonder Woman.
Oh gosh,
put it all in there, man. Ronnie disputes my deal. They are making a Lord of the Rings television series for Amazon, so we'll see.
Yes, but no, it's going to be adult.
They're also doing Wheel of Time.
It's going to be what?
It's going to be adult. Lord
like
of the Rings.
Naughty?
Very naughty.
Because everything.
Because like a Game
everything
of
is measured versus Game of Thrones.
Be Game of Thrones
or Witcher, which also was adult.
It's going to be Game of Thrones in Middle Earth.
Yeah, somebody I know was watching that Witcher show, and I walked in several times going, "Are you watching pornography?"
I love
it. Really cool pornography.
Like, why didn't you call me up?
Ronnie says Ralph Bakshi.
And going back.
Jerry says there's room for stories.
Oh yeah, and going back to the whole,
she's going to be involved.
Yeah, the creator of
the whinging about J.K. Rowling is nothing.
Yeah, so with J.K. Rowling still being around, still being around to put in input, that's the same thing.
She's still richer than the Queen,
right?
She's got FU money, so she doesn't care about all that.
And just think about that. She literally lived out of her car,
writing that
single mom. Depressed, living out of her car, collecting food stamps, and now is literally one of the richest women in England.
Yeah.
Pretty good story. Hello, Task Force Geek fans. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoy our content, please leave a like, leave a comment, or you could subscribe and hit that bell so that you'll get notified every time that we put out a new video. Your individual help helps a lot. Thank you.